If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, how can you ruin a sales process with rapport, and why does this matter? This is a super important question. I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming live from Salt Lake City on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. I was part of a group this week, and we were doing some business building strategies and going through some content. And I got to sit on some sales calls and some coaching calls live. And I wanted to let you in on a trend that will really be a problem for you, okay? So like if you go through a generic sales process, you've got the intro phase, you got the rapport stage, you got the discovery phase, you got the demonstration, you got the money phase where it's going to asking for the money, and then you got some negotiation, and you got some closing, okay? So in that process, here is what the salesperson, the business owner struggled with was they got the introduction phase done, they've got the rapport stage done, and then they went into discovery phase. That's where you ask questions, tell me about what's going on, your pain points, your problems, your pleasures, your risks, all the things that you want. And because the questions were uncomfortable, they kept going back and digging into rapport. So they would talk about money, and then they would sandwich. It's a big truck. They would sandwich. So here's what they do. They'd ask a difficult question, and then they go back to building rapport, and then they ask a difficult question and go back to building rapport. And here's what happened is they kept losing their momentum, right? The guy was the buyer was answering difficult questions, but at the end of the day, the salesperson entrepreneur was uncomfortable. And in that uncomfort, he caused himself some problems. And this is why you should join HVAC Tech Secrets. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. It's important for you to realize that rapport is super important, and it has its time and place. So if you're going through your process and you've got your introductory phase, you've got your rapport phase, you've got your discovery phase, you've got your presentation phase, there are elements of rapport that you're building through the entire process. There's interactions, there's conversations, there's back and forth. But if you are on a conversation and you are locked in on a conversation, you're locked in on your presentation, if you're giving a presentation and you're talking about things, but you're popping back in and out of rapport, it's very confusing for the person that you're meeting with. And you start losing momentum, and it causes you a lot of problems. It causes you a lot of issues because that person's like, what's wrong with my salesperson? What's wrong with the person that I'm with? It creates some struggles. There you go. You got one of two things to do from here, just one of two. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update, or hit follow.